I'd like to welcome everyone to this poetry reading. We are here to celebrate poetry and the written word, and we're going to do a feature on the art of Anna Miller. And I'm going to bring Anna Miller up to the microphone to talk a little bit about how she got involved with the Ancient City Poets, but her artwork is available during a exhibition at the county building here in St. Augustine in the Rotunda. It's an Art in Public Spaces initiative.
So the idea of show came very suddenly. It's a discussion with friends, and we were pondering on how we can create a very interesting and more involved art project, not only the paintings, right? Because painting is fun, but we wanted to involve more artists, and I think collaboration is always a win-win situation for everybody, and we are uplifting each other in this situation. So the theme of my artwork is refractions, and refractions is a scientific term of light passing through an object and changing direction and creating a different instance of itself. So for me, this term is not only scientific, but also philosophical. Why did I choose poetry? Because poetry to me, as a form of written word, is one of the forms that are more abstract than, for example, something with a very clear narrative like a novel or short story, etc., etc. So it's a little bit more abstract in the way it communicates to a viewer, through metaphors and through unfinished sentences, etc., etc., etc. So I am super, super excited to collaborate with all of my poets. I had a great time. I'm meeting new friends. Win-win situation for everybody, and it's just a wonderful experience. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm gonna share her poem. It's called "Time in Time" by Sherry Kearns. Circle of time, swirling in murky whirlpools, hold despairing hopes and found memories, which are lost in summer storms and regained in calmness of spring breezes. Each circle falls into the next, continuously growing and shrinking. Also in the garden series is my poem. So here's a Second Growing Season by Chris Bodor. Outside double pane windows and doors decorated with welcome mats, September reveals days of new growth, St. Augustine's second season of growing, a knowing that soon snapdragons will smile, camellia buds will bloom, a garden will flourish in Indian summer. New plant.
We're not plants, but animals. We breathe silently in harmony. We're brown, white, beige, violet, turquoise, red, ridged and holy. Some like antlers, stiff and pointed. Others trees, swayed and waving. Some like fans, full of flow and turning. Others brains, or combs, porous and gold.
Do you question your existence, like so many do? Satiated is this mirage, finding sanctuary in the tropical shoal of the sea, like a promontory over Darwin's improbable paradox, the great barrier of disbelief. Aquatic wonderland, your polyps sing marine lullabies, inviting so many to take refuge within your mineral-rich haven, giving balance and receiving. But you sing an impossible song.
Through my eyes, lids of slumbering night, I see sparks in the dark when I close them up tight. Lay to rest, go to sleep, then I silently pray. Lord, I gave it my best and thanks for this day. Those shining, glistening thoughts, do you see them? Like little imaginary effervescent glows. They dance in the black in the back of your mind. It's your very own Tonight Show strobing constant white rewinds. Through my eyes, visual scribes among stars, they've penned what I said, flashing rights from my head.
Okay. The space between. Let's play somewhere. There is nothing but nothingness and silence. Let's play somewhere. In a space reserved for two. Me in red and you in blue. Let's meld our colorful minds in a space reserved for two. We'll assimilate with dust between the next sound and after the last. Stars of our own mutation will assimilate with dust, ripening like plums on a tree, blooming violets under feet, keys to our song, ripening like plums on a tree.
They sat in the garden, an old man and his granddaughter, each on either side of a chessboard beneath the shade of an oak tree which had once been a seed. Her pieces were dark, his pieces were light. His sun was setting, and hers, as it rose, cast long shadows of pawns and queens and rooks, of table legs and chairs, across the table, across the grass. Was it the light he saw casting her shadows, or the shadows themselves? A moment, a sound around which something other than the sound.
Morning after, the world's population -1. Longest day of the year. A snail shadow fills the afternoon. Ground fog. 3 crows steal a scene from Macbeth.
The sunset through my cracked windshield alludes that I have tomorrow to do what I did not today. Above the fissure running halfway along, splitting horizontally my field of view, the pink and orange brilliance of cirrus cloud kisses from a sad and fleeting celestial fireball are perceived to be within my grasp, a reminder of the finality of my misdeeds. But if I look below the clear surface fault line, there lies the illusion of an oasis of time, as nature's masterpiece is slightly further in the distance.
We lay amongst piles of dead leaves, sweet spice of autumn on our tongues, staring up through ever-moving boughs and dancing still live leaves that create a symphony of sun and shadow. Through shafts and beams that gleam in your eyes like the dreams we now share. Time is of no matter, no meaning, reduced to a feeling.
So thank you so much, Anna, for this collaboration. And again, the copies of this catalog will be available at the show, at the exhibit that's up till March 15th.